Hey guys, it's Naveen. Today we're going to talk about stability when it comes to the RDL. We're going to do a lot of single leg exercises because I always emphasize single leg if we try to do anything lower body, because we often do both legs at the same time when we do compound exercises. So I think it's very beneficial that we do single legs. So one of the first things I want to show you that's going to really target your hamstrings and your glutes, two muscles that are primarily being used by doing an RDL, is glute bridges. You see a lot of people doing this, but I'm going to do it too. Then I'm going to show variations. And then you're going to be like, why didn't I think of that? And then you're going to thank me for all their advice and wisdom. Hopefully this mic doesn't fall off. Okay, so get about 90 degrees so that you use your hamstrings more. The farther you are, the more you tend to use your quad. So I want you to make sure you are close enough where you can use your hamstrings and your glutes. Leave your heels on top, and you're going to keep your heels just like that. And you're going to crunch using your glutes and your hamstrings. Down, up, down and up. And you should feel your hamstrings working, and your heels are always going to be in place. It's not going to, you're not going to switch your legs to that position, because then you're going to do a push instead of a curl or a bridge. So that's glute bridges. Now, to make it harder, add more instability, not instability. I said instability last video, and people laughed at me. They thought I was a fool. They made me look like a fool. So in order to add some instability, you're gonna put one leg up. Now you're gonna do one leg at a time. So make it harder because obviously it's one leg now. So it's more emphasis on the single leg. To make it even harder, you're gonna do it on a ball. What kind of ball, you ask?
On Bosu?
No, not Bosu. Man, you're fired, Alex. You have learned nothing. I'm disappointed in you. So you can do the regular glute bridge in the Bosu too, but put one leg on top and then up. Now the stability ball obviously is moving around, and you want to make sure you don't fall. Make sure you're still on your heels. It's another great way to do a glute bridge with instability added, and one leg at a time. You're gonna feel your hamstrings firing a lot. Windmills. Really? You're gonna just jump straight to windmills. So windmill is great because it's gonna work on your hamstring flexibility. It's also gonna use a lot of stability when it comes to your back and your shoulder. So I'm gonna just do one side just for demonstration purposes. You try to keep your, whatever arm you're using, the opposite side of the leg, the opposite leg, I want you to keep it as straight as possible. And you're gonna keep this straight as you reach forward and come up. Keep this leg as straight as possible. You can bend this leg if you have to. And your shoulder is gonna stabilize the kettlebell the entire time, and your back is being used to stabilize at the same time. You feel a good stretch in your hamstrings. A lot of stability here. And maybe some mobility too. A lot of hip flexibility. Hashtag gains. So regular seesaw, stay on one leg, try to keep this leg as straight as possible. And you bend down, touch your toes, come back up. A lot of ankle stability too on this one. You can feel a good stretch in your hamstring. There's also a lot of stability when it comes to hamstring and your glutes too. To make it harder, to create more instability, we're gonna do seesaws with weights. Oh God, okay. I forgot I programmed this. Okay, so great instability, now you can add more weight. And you're gonna try to keep it back straight now, because you don't wanna curve your back when you have weights added. Try to keep it back straight, go as far as you can. Oh God, try not to fall. Oh God, I'm falling. You didn't capture that, don't you put an edit there. We're gonna start off fresh. So you're gonna grab a weight, and you're gonna go as far back as you can. And come back up.
You should do it that way.
Like that? Yep. Use my left leg or right leg? Yes, you do care. Okay, I'm gonna use my right leg because it's more stable than my left leg, and I want to keep falling down. That's a seesaw with weight. The weight's gonna create more instability, falling backwards, falling forward, and your job is to not fall forward and hit your head somewhere where you cannot recover. Now we're gonna get even more creative with the seesaw. Seesaw is one of the most staple exercises you can do for stability when it comes to RDL. So this is gonna be really, really fucking hard. I almost don't want to do it. I need to grab a yoga block. So we can use a yoga block now. The yoga block is gonna be really hard because you have a very small surface area to work with. So this is actually the easiest way to do the yoga block, is to keep it where the surface area is the most. Try not to fall down. A lot of ankle stability. Come back up. To make it even harder, you can do it like this. This is the hardest one. This is if you're crazy and you're suicidal, you would do it this way. So then the other one is Bosu. Bosu is basically made to be unstable. So we can do one leg at a time. Put my right leg here. So the hardest part is getting on. Getting on and stabilizing just by standing up. Oh God. Now you're gonna see where you're imbalanced with your abductors and adductors too. And in addition to everything else. Now you're gonna try to go down. And then go back up. Oh no. Ha, nailed it. I'm like a ballerina. Or like an Olympic athlete. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do it perfectly. I'm gonna do it with my left leg. The mic is creating a lot of instability, that's why. Yeah, that's why, it's not me. I'm perfectly stable. Mentally and physically. You can have a slight bend in your knee if you want to. Make it a little bit easier. Come back up. The more you bend your back, the more it's gonna be easier. Oh God. You get the idea. This is very unstable. And if you can do it right, you're gonna create more stability in whatever the fuck muscles you're gonna work. When you do that, kettlebell RDL elevated. I don't even know what that is. Elevated kettlebell RDL. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. See, I'm smart. See, sometimes I forget how smart I am. So, one of the best ways to create a little bit more instability and add some mobility to it is to put yourself in a position where you can go farther than you would regular RDL. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. So, regular RDL, you usually just go all the way to the ground and back up. This one, you can try to go farther. You can bend your knees on this one. This doesn't really work. It doesn't create instability. I don't know what I was thinking with that one.
Do it with one leg and the boss you up there.
Honestly, don't know where I was going with that one. Fuck it, scratch that part out. How many minutes did we get? Is that enough minutes?
We've done 4 minutes so far.
Oh, okay, that's long. That's fine. We don't. It doesn't need to be that long.
Probably you want to do a proper outro though?
Okay. Here's my proper outro. What you saw here was a work of art, and you should incorporate it to your regular routines so that you too can become like me one day. Even though it's not possible, one can dream. There you go, RDL Stability. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. If you didn't, I don't care. I really don't care. Just kidding, I do care. Make sure you let me know if you got something out of it so I can get better feedback and work on better videos for you guys. Thank you. Clap again.